Stamper, and today is October 24th, and my video is going to be on some tips and alternate ideas for the October 2024 Nests of Christmas Paper Pumpkin Kit. So I got my kit on Monday. I was out of town for over the weekend and I've played with it the last 2 days. I really stretched this one, so I'm excited to share some alternate ideas with you. So if you didn't get the kit, I'll go over the ingredients first just so you can see. We got two different designs and the kit was supposed to make 10 cards total. So everything comes in the kit for the cards, including the envelopes. And it came in this really pretty specialty box. And I think this box is going to be really nice for Christmas time, either to mail a package out to somebody or even use as a gift wrap. You can just kind of cover this and make it really pretty. All right, so in our kit this month, we got this really cute stamp set. Love the cardinal. And then our sentiments. Just love this one. Joyful thoughts to you this season. And then we got the Shaded Spruce ink spot, and you're probably going to see some ink on my fingers. I actually was playing this morning. I was using my full-size pad, and I accidentally dipped my fingers in it, and I haven't been able to get it off yet. It'll probably come off later today after I've washed my hands 20 more times. Anyway, same tips I always have about these ink spots. Just open them on one end, keep the other side attached. That way you don't lose your lids. Store them upside down when you're not using them. Keep them away from extreme heat and keep cold. And then I always like to put a little scrap of the color on the back side. You could use a Sharpie to mark it, whatever works for you. This month we also got this really cool tear tape, and this worked really well with the ribbon pieces in there. So this is a little bit wider than the normal tear tape. It rips off really easy, so kind of like that. Have a little bit left over. And let's look at the two cards as designed. So these are trifold cards, and there's just a ton of dimension on them. So they open like this, and then you can sign it or write quite a bit of space to write a Christmas letter if you want to. So that's really nice. And then the coordinating envelope, which is just gorgeous, looks really nice with the card. And then the second design, also a trifold, and opens this way. I'm wondering if I messed around with that now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's right. I play with things so much. Okay, so those are how it was designed. I love this Shaded Spruce gold foil inside this one layer here. All right, so that's how the cards were designed, and the kit would make 20. Or excuse me, 10 if you just did them as designed. Now I stretched my kit, and I could have stretched it even more. You could, if you cut up every layer and add some card bases and a little other product, you could get 30 cards out of this kit. I got 18, so I'm going to show you how I came up with that 18. So one of the things that I want to point out first before we go down that path is that you do get these two pieces. When you punch out, oops, not that. When you punch out, oh, not that either. Okay, I must have stamped on all of them. All right, so this one comes out of the middle of this card. And so you just have that, and there's nothing in the kit that you need to do with this, but it's an extra layer or something else to play with. And then you also have this one, and I guess no, here it is. It looks like this. So hang on to those two things because you're going to have 5 of each, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of ideas and easy ways to stretch your card. So what I did was I did a lot of cutting up. On this one, I went and I trimmed it here, and I trimmed it here. So then I had 3 different options of playing with things. So you end up with this, and I used it on several cards, but before I show you those cards, I want to tell you that it would just make a really great frame for a Christmas photo. I don't have any Christmas photos here. This is a photo of my beautiful sister Michelle, And I just wanted to show you how nice that looks. I mean, these colors don't go, but if you have a photo and you want to do a Christmas photo card, this is great way to stretch the kid. And if you don't want to cut it up, you could even set it inside here. So there's an idea there. Now on this one, I did the same thing. I cut up some of the layers. So you end up with this. And it also makes a really good frame for a photo. So you could frame these, you could put them in your scrapbooks, you could use them on cards, just some ideas for those. Okay, so let's get to this here. So this is this, glued on a basic white card layer. And that's all I added to this. This is stamp set is from the kit. And then this is from the kit. And then I stamped the bird from the stamp set in shaded spruce. And then I used the blending pen and real red. And then I fussy cut it. So that's one extra idea. All right, here's another one. And this is one of the layers from this card. So it's the back, basically. And then everything else is from the kit, except this is a basic white card front. All right, and then here's another one. So here is this little punch out, and I just stuck that in the middle of a basic white card base, and then we have one of these dies left over, and I added a little bit of red ribbon to it, but just a couple minimal supplies were added to this one. Now, some of you already have purchased the Merry Tags and More dies that came out for this quarter's Paper Pumpkin kit. So this is for the October, November, December. There's 3 dies in here, and I'm going to show you I had really good time with these. So you have one that looks kind of like a fern, and so I cut 3 of those out. And this is the middle panel on this card. Cut that out, mounted it to a piece of basic white cardstock. That's punched out of one of these, if you punch out in the middle somewhere, or die cut out in the middle there. And then that's the ribbon from the kit. These Merry Tags and More dies are available for $12 while supplies last. I know most of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers have already purchased them, but if you haven't yet, sorry, I want to get it back in there so I don't lose any dies. Well, you know what? I'll leave it out. If you haven't yet, it is item 165639. And again, these are always while supplies last, so it'd be a good idea to pick it up sooner rather than later. All right, here is another card. Again, this is one of the layers from the panels. Basic white cardstock, some ribbon. This is one of the labels. And then here is this little Merry die that's in the Merry Tags and More. And it's cut out of one of these. So I really maximized my stuff. Here's another one. Now this one, I just cut the back panel off, or the middle panel off, and then I mounted it underneath, and then I just added the label and then a couple of the ribbon strips. Okay, this one I just cut. This is I cut one portion off of the card, and then I took the portion that was left over and I took a embossing folder from the mini catalog, the Pretty Christmas Trees, and embossed it. And then I used a little sanding block. So you could use a little piece of sanding paper just to kind of bring up some of the white through the card, through the DSP, and it kind of makes it look like snow. And then this is from the kit, of course. And then again, me punching these things out of one of these, just a little Merry, and then I put the Christmas on the inside. Okay, here's another one. And this one is this that's left over and this layered on top of each other, and then on a basic white cardstock, and then all the dies from the kit. Here's another one. This one's on real red card base. And then here's another one. And again, this is this leftover piece here. This is one of the backs, and again, I took this and I embossed it with the Fern 3D embossing folder, and then I just lightly sanded it off around the edges to bring up a little bit of white so it's distressed, and then it pops a little bit more. And here's another one. This one's on a shaded spruce card base. Here's another one. And this was also on shaded spruce. And all of these, if you're one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I'll put it in the Paper Pumpkin Patch Facebook group, so you'll have access to the alternate ideas. If you're not a Facebook subscriber, you'd like any of these photos, let me know. I'll send them to you via email. Okay, and this is also on basic white. And this is on shaded spruce. And again, this is this. So I use these like crazy, and I used them wisely. Label. Okay, here's another one. Now this one uses the great big tag in this die set. I love the size of this. I think we'll use this in our Christmas fun next month class. And then I used a real red 2 1/4 inch circle, and then a real red 2 inch circle. And then these are also the dies from the die set. All right, and then last but not least, you do end up with a negative. So I tried to make it look kind of like a window frame, and then just filled in the bottom. And there's that Mary and more of the dies. Really love the texture in this fern die. So those are quite a few ideas for you. That's all I have for this month, but I do want to talk to you a little bit about next month. So next month is a non-card kit. It is 8 stockings. They're fabric stockings, and 8 gift tags that go with the stockings. So I don't know the exact size, but they look like they're decent size, and I'm hoping that a gift card will fit in them, because I give out a lot of gift cards, and that makes really cute packaging. The colors that coordinate with this one are Very Vanilla, Shaded Spruce, Poppy Parade, Flirty Flamingo. And Poppy Parade is the ink spot color. So if you don't have an ink spot in Poppy Parade, that'll be great. So if you are not a current subscriber and you would like to get this kit for November, you'll want to subscribe by November 10th. And if you are a current subscriber and you prefer not to get this kit, go in and skip for November. You need to do that by November 10th, so then you won't get that kit. If you need any help with that and you're one of my subscribers, just reach out. I'll help you. All right, I hope you have a really great day. The sun is out. I'm going to head out for a walk. Take care, and I'll see you next month.